Today we're going to give a plain metal trellis a rusty finish, look at some inexpensive and easy flowers for the garden, plant some colorful containers, and see a few simple ways to dress up the exterior of your home. It's hard to believe a planter like this could get so full and colorful in just a few months. I decided to break some gardening rules this year and use a few perennials in my planters. They most likely would not come back after our harsh winters here, so this fall I'll transplant them into a permanent spot in the garden. I loved this decorative grass and chose it to add some height to this large planter. I always try to think of where the planter will be viewed most and keep the height toward the center back. Every few years, I like to replace the soil in my containers with fresh potting soil to replenish the nutrients and get rid of some of the built-up roots in the soil from previous year's plantings. Next, I'm going to add two different types of coleus. I really like the contrasting coloring of these two and think they'll look great together. This variegated plant will be wonderful for overflowing the front edge. As a rule, I usually choose a plant that adds height, a plant that overflows, and a plant that flowers. And if you want a fourth design option, a plant that adds a different texture. I did end up adding a couple dianthus to add some coordinating flower coloring to the window boxes we will work on next. And 2 months later, here's how full the planters got. I'm using quite a few of the same plants for the window boxes, but I'm adding in some ornamental cabbage and some white wave petunias. Ornamental cabbage is one of my favorite additions to planters because they add such a great texture to the look. And they last into the fall and look great mixed with fall mums. And a couple months later, here are the window boxes. Window boxes are really a great way to dress up your windows, and if you have the right tools, you can easily make them yourself, as I did. Just make sure to use wood that weathers well, like cedar, and drill drainage holes in the bottom. These window boxes are 6 years old, and they were not made of cedar, but rather extra old boards I found in the garage, along with some decorative cast iron brackets to hold them below. And paint, paint, paint. Painting does wonders to not only transform and refresh the look of your home's exterior, but also to protect it from the weather. Almost every painted finish on our property I've repainted through the years, and the difference it makes really transformed areas from looking neglected and sad to happy and inviting. And if you follow proper techniques of paint removal and application, the results can last and be enjoyed for years. Cleaning out the weeds from flower beds can also dramatically change the look of your home and yard. It's a time-consuming process, but if you make sure to pull the weeds, root and all, your perennials and plants will flourish with all the extra space and sunlight. To keep the weeds at bay, and to hold moisture in the soil longer on hot days, you can also apply a layer of mulch around the plants. I like to use this pine bark mulch as it tends to hold its color better than other types. Purchasing plants from a greenhouse can get expensive, so if you're looking for a way to save a little money, planting bulbs and seeds is a great option. Plant early in the spring after the threat of a hard freeze has passed, and in summer you will have some wonderful flowers at a fraction of the cost. These lilies were an inexpensive bag of bulbs, and best of all, they are perennial and come back year after year. Candy tuft is another great flower to plant from seed and can come back the next year as you see here. Dianthus is one of my favorites with its colorful mounds of blooms and because it is sold in 6-packs as an annual but tends to come back year after year. There are so many great flowers and plants to add to your garden. With a mixture of store-bought plants and those started from bulbs or seeds, after a few years, you will have a garden full of color and texture. When searching for a trellis in stores, I struggled to find any with the color I wanted. So I decided to purchase a plain black metal trellis and paint it to give it a rusty look. I'm going to use 3 colors to achieve this look. The first I'm using is the medium color. Just spray that to cover the entire trellis. Then, at a distance, dust small gradient spots of the darkest color every so often. This gives the coloring dimension and will start to build the rusty style coloring. Next, apply the lightest color from a distance with short presses on the spray paint can. Do this randomly on the trellis, not to completely cover the entire thing, but accent places. The idea is that the first medium color covers, and the other 2 colors accent, but leave the first color to show through. This rusty painting technique could be used on so many different things outdoors, from metal benches to metal patio sets, brackets, and more. And after it is dry, place it in your garden and enjoy. A few other great ways to dress up your home and yard are to decorate with vintage tools and lanterns. Rustic wheels also add a wonderfully intriguing touch, nestled next to your home, garage, or fence lines. Even just a simple wood container full of branches or a few hanging baskets can create a welcoming look outdoors.